Every Saturday at 3 p.m. Eastern, Point Taken goes live, only on Twitch Spedrock.
Are we done? Are we getting paid?
I don't know.
Welcome to Point Taken, where opinions become weapons, points become power, and only one voice walks out with the gold. Let's find out who's about to get politely eliminated.
Counter-programming or no counter-programming, this is still the best damn show that you're going to find all over the space.
They're space whores, man. They're space whores. They got to always be in spaces all the time.
It's all good. This is Point Taken, episode 8, everybody. Thank you guys for tuning in. That's Stampede. That's Carlos. That's Mob. And then that's our fourth challenger today, right there. Look at him. Look at him. That beautiful face wearing the Tennessee. Is that Tennessee or Texas? Texas. Sorry. Texas. It looked orange.
Texas, come on.
It looked like that sunburnt orange that Tennessee has, the Volunteers.
Yeah.
I'm from Georgia. I want to call them something else, but I can't because I get in trouble. Okay? All right. So, Stampede, how you doing, brother?
Doing good, man. Defending champ. Up here, Mayor of Canada, just enjoying all the peace. Nice and quiet.
Because you're snowed in.
Because you're snowed in.
Right?
Carlos, how you doing out there in Cali?
Nice and sunny here, beautiful day in California. I might surf to work later on now, so things are good. I was getting my road dog on yesterday. I was being a roadie for my friend's band, so still trying to catch up on wrestling, but doing well.
Oh yeah, everybody's trying to catch up on wrestling. I missed on SmackDown last night. I saw Last Legend one, and
you didn't miss much. Watch the highlights.
I was like, oh man, Lash won, but I got to see New Japan, so who cares? Mob, you were buried in 45 inches of snow last week. Did you ever get out?
Man, we're still buried.
God damn it!
Got the tongue running around out there. This is gonna be my last episode in this apartment officially. You're gonna see my next backdrop in the new apartment for next Saturday, but I'm ready to go.
Well, hey,
coming for Stampede.
Listen, we're gonna go from snowed in to scorching hot out there in Texas. All right.
Yep, exactly.
It's like, what the hell? You guys are in July already. Okay.
You guys flash flood warning right now?
Yeah, exactly.
It'll be 90 degrees later on.
What's going on with that? How you guys doing out there, Chris?
I mean, hell, Del Rio's hitting 102 already, so why the heck not?
Good gravy. I swear. Listen, hit that.
When I was there for All In, I was like, what the fuck? It was literally a flash flood warning in the morning. And then it's then it's 110 later on in the afternoon. I'm like, what the fuck is up with this stuff?
Listen, if you guys are new in here, hit that follow button, hit the subscribe button if you like what we're doing. I forgot to turn it on my phone and forgot to turn that off. But yeah, no, hit it up. And hit that QR code over there. That goes to the Run In Wrestling Podcast. I got totally thrown off because my phone fucking buzzed on me. But yeah, it goes into the Run In Wrestling Podcast YouTube page where this show pops up and a bunch of other shows as well. So support the channel over there. Subscribe. It's free. All right, we're going to start this off. If you are eliminated, brother, you get 30 seconds FaceTime. If you win, you get 1 minute FaceTime. But the DDDs will sing you off, all right? And we're getting a lot of love for those guys. I don't know. The little guys are getting a lot of love, all right? All right, so we're going to start this show with something very dope, something I thought was really cool. I was there last night and witnessed this. 5 more minutes. ELP screwed himself. El Phantasmo fucked himself last night and gave Takeshita 5 more minutes. My question to you guys is, does this carry over to AEW with Jon Moxley? No more draws. That's what he said. That draw, I don't know if you guys watched it, but ELP said you drew with Moxley, and that was fucking stupid. I'm not having this. What do you guys think? 5 more minutes. ELP fucked himself. Yes, we're going to get to that. But what do you guys think? Does this lead to Moxley losing his Continental Classic Championship? You, Stampede, started off because I know you watched it.
I did watch it. What did Mox say all along? Right? Nobody wants it. Nobody, that fighting spirit, right? That's what he was trying to instill for the last year when he was running that Death Rider storyline. If this man here has that fighting spirit,
oh yes,
he could have walked He was up at the rank. He was ready to go in the back. He said, "No, fuck it, man. I want those 5 more minutes, and I want your title." So he's taken that mindset and that attitude into that match with Mox. Plan is coming together just like Mox envisioned it. So,
Oh yeah, Carlos.
So I want to congratulate Takeshita again. Takeshita, can you be the first person to peel off that gold foil and take a bite of that New Japan chocolate bar? Because that belt looks like a big candy bar. I can't stand that title. As far as the match goes, with John Moxley, it's already no time limit. So again, it's a thing that Tony does so they can do a draw. It's a booking ploy. But the match with Moxley is going to be no time limit. And I'm looking forward to it. I want Takeshita to win because I'm ready to see the Death Riders finally break up.
I feel that.
It's been too long.
Death Riders probably gonna be going for the next 5 years, my brother. But
Death Riders or Judgment Day. Which one breaks up first?
The for life. Yeah.
But I do believe it bleeds over just as far as in storyline. Just to steal a little bit of what Stampede said. This was something they've been instilling for a while, and Takeshita is their guy. I think he's probably one of Tony's favorite and New Japan's favorite. So send him back and forth. Yes.
Chris.
It's hard to root against Takeshita, whether he's a heel or a face. And obviously with John Moxley, I mean, we all know what this is eventually leading up to long term against Okada.
Yep.
So, it's going to come down to Mox losing that title for the Death Riders to break up. Hey, I'm here for it. Let him move on. Let him be that ace without having somebody in tow.
Okay, let me ask this second question to this. All right, I know you guys all didn't watch it, so that's why I didn't put New Beginnings in here completely. But I mean, I'm gonna ask this because this blew up Twitter or X completely. All right, does this now make it title for title? John Moxley is signed with Japan, New Japan as well. All right, so he could take theoretically both titles, including Takeshita, back to Japan. What do you think, Carlos?
No, I don't think so. I think Tony again the thing that Tony said from the very beginning is with the guys with dual contracts, it doesn't affect the booking of the other promotions. I think they keep it separate.
Stampede?
Yeah, no, this won't be a winner take all format because Tony Khan doesn't book New Japan Pro Wrestling.
That's true. Mob.
Yeah, I don't see it being a winner take all, but I do see Takeshita potentially taking that Continental title and bringing it to Japan for a little stint.
I can see that. Chris?
I think New Japan, like others have said, they don't want to necessarily centralize their booking affecting other brands. Same thing with what Tony has said. So I see Takeshita winning Continental Championship, and that way he builds his brand a little bit larger.
It broke my heart a little bit though, Carlos. I love that title. I love how big it is. It looks like a big ass Hershey bar. Yeah, I love that title.
Looks like a big old candy bar. Exactly.
It does. I love it though. You broke my heart when you said you didn't like it. I was like, man, this thing looked way better than that butterfly title.
Oh, great. Well, I know who's eliminated first today, guys.
No, well,
It looks like a lunchbox they used to take to school back in the day.
Listen, that shit's got to be heavy. But hey, Paramount has officially bought out.
Goes with a lot of money, guys. Maybe guys should be covering this title more.
That's true.
Will they never give it back?
Paramount has officially bought out Warner Brothers for $111 billion. That includes the small stake that Warner Brothers already owns into AEW. Yes, they got everything, including CNN, HBO Max. Paramount will fuse everything in. Okay. The question is this a good thing for AEW, or does this not matter at all? We're going to start with Mob down there.
Well, I'll go for the quick and easy one. If they're going to be purchasing or acquiring a share of AEW, in my opinion, that would make them want AEW to be successful because they're going to be actually purchasing a small percentage of AEW. So either way, I don't think that these things will affect AEW. So I'm going to say they'll be fine and Paramount would be a good business partner if they do own a portion of it.
Chris?
I don't think this affects AEW in the short term. In the long term, you know, you're going to have TKO and AEW on the same set of networks.
Yep.
So honestly, let's see what money it brings into Paramount, Warner Brothers. Get rid of David Zaslav first off. That way, and maximize your brands, whether it's network, movie, or production. Get rid of him.
Yep. Stampede. Damn, I'm surprised someone knew that.
So, thoughts and prayers to CNN.
Yeah, they're done.
So,
Yeah, they're screwed.
Good luck with that.
Yep.
As for Tony's fortunes with this, Tony Khan is the owner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
No, he's
He's
not.
the owner of a Major League Soccer.
Shad Khan.
Shad Khan
Well,
is.
He's a
Well,
minority
Tony
owner.
runs it essentially, I think.
Yeah.
But you know, Major League Soccer team over in England. He's a
Yep.
multi-time billionaire.
Yep.
And he took a company from ground zero in 5 years and turned it into a $185 million a year entity, right? Why people are thinking that this guy has no plan in place and didn't see any of this on the horizon and coming, it just boggles my mind, right? Like, he'll be fine.
Yeah.
Wherever this goes, he'll be fine because he's seen all of this coming. He's not stupid. I don't know why people assume he is.
Carlos.
Yeah, I mean, kind of follow what Stampede said. You know, I think it's a sad day for me to talk about a fucking monopoly. I mean, fake news is going to become the real news now. I mean, this is just propaganda at its worst. I think Tony has things in his contract. The first thing Tony should do is buy back whatever percent that Warner Brothers owns. But at the same time, for me, if I'm him, like I'm gonna go and I'm gonna again. You go look at the MLW. I would be putting that lawsuit on blast and telling, hey, if you try to cancel me, I'm gonna see for $100 million, and I would go use $100 million to start my own network. And he already has it in place.
Well,
People don't realize that with Ring of Honor, he has a network in place. He has a streaming service in place.
Yeah,
it might not be the best, but he can still do it. But Tony's just like CMP said, people don't give Tony enough credit for the smart businessman he is. Like, he got into this originally for the media rights deals.
Yeah.
So again, I trust him, and AEW's not going anywhere.
I
but I'm
agree.
definitely sad by the merger.
I agree with that. It's
fucking gross.
It is a terrible merger, though. Like, Netflix was smart to not freaking try to outbid that. You guys do realize that they're over $90 billion in debt now, right? That Paramount is.
Oh yeah.
You know, like, they're screwed. If this goes south, look, we're going to see in like a WWE network, we're going to see an AEW network coming up after this deal ends in 2027? I believe it was. The deal ends in 2027. That includes the stakehold right there.
But I do look forward to Jason Voorhees being the new speed champion on NXT.
Listen, on 6 Feet Under, Undertaker came out and said about Chelsea Green to what's his name's face? I can't think of his name right now. Michael Hayes. Michael Hayes' face. He said,
Michael Hayes.
He said, look, I'll just throw this
Come
out.
over.
I'm going to put my 2 cents into this. I think she's underutilized. I think she could be a top player if she, she has that thing, that it thing. All right? Look, we're going to start with Chris down there. Do you agree with what Undertaker said to Michael Hayes? You know, like, listen, you're completely wrong. He said a bunch of other stuff. He basically called him a jackass and a dumbass to his face while being polite, because he actually sat there for a second like, listen. Yeah, what do you think? You think he was being real about this? Is he a fan of Chelsea Green?
As somebody who's a fellow Longhorn, Chelsea Green is my favorite Canadian, followed by Ethan Page. She's got all the tools. It's a matter of pulling the trigger. And the Undertaker, you know, being the greatest creation the WWE ever had, if he's saying something like that, if he's calling Michael Hayes out, a longtime producer of his, on the podcast, I mean, the Undertaker calling him out was the right thing to do. Chelsea is money.
Stampede.
Well, Michael Hayes is a fucking idiot.
Yes, he is.
Essentially. But I agree with Undertaker.
Essentially.
Chelsea, like, she is amazingly talented, and she could easily rise to the top of the women's bracket in WWE. The problem is people want their cake and they also want to eat it, right? They love the comedy character. Don't change that, right? But change everything that's going to go on around with Chelsea Green. You can't have both, right? So you either want her at the top of the bracket, you lose the comedy character. If you like the comedy character, then she's not going to the top of the bracket. It's that simple.
It's true. And Carlos.
Michael Hayes is just mad that the old regime isn't around anymore, to where he can make her flirt with him to try to move up the card. So he's just disappointed that Vince isn't in charge anymore. But I think it's all a work. I think that they turned this into a work. I think we're getting Chelsea Mania at WrestleMania. I think Tiffany wins the chamber. I think Chelsea gets inserted. I think Chelsea walks out with the WWE Women's title.
Mob. That was nice.
I gotta agree with Carlos. I think they shot themselves into a work. I think it started off with Michael Hayes being a complete moron, and it went from there to, the fan base standing up for Chelsea, and to the point where Undertaker just, was the voice of the fans, and now they're gonna work this into something where she eventually is on top of the card. But Stampede also said the same thing. It's either gonna be a serious Chelsea at the top of the card as a serious threat, or the gimmick character where you get stuck in our truth land.
Well, I was going to ask you guys this. This isn't about points or anything, but couldn't she make it with the gimmick that she's doing? In the United States, she could be the president of WWE as a WWE champion, a women's champion. What do you think?
Yeah, she wants to be the gimmick. She likes being the gimmick.
Exactly.
She wants to be the diva of this generation. So she'll still keep the gimmick, but she'll still be on top. But I can easily see that. I can see them doing, because again, it's WWE. I can see them doing Zack Ryder her. She wins the title, then she loses the next show. Like Zack did when he won the IC title, because they love to do that shit. And now she'll work from underground.
I know.
That's what they fucking do there. It's a clown show.
So
I mean, she could become the female Kurt Angle without the Olympic background.
That's true.
I mean, Kurt Angle was very entertaining, even when he was a world heavyweight champion. So
he was very.
We could see there
with the edge and everything. That was actually true.
For me on that, I would look at her as like, am I supposed to take you seriously?
That's true.
And running that gimmick, the answer to that is no.
Yeah, that's the honest opinion to ask. Like, that is something that you have to straight up. Like, are you serious? This is what you want to do? Nobody's gonna take you serious. I get that. But
what do you think they covet more? I think they covet more the person who can do the comedy things and give them 30 seconds entertainment. They can do the little. That's what they covet more there. They don't covet the graphs. They covet the person that can give them 2 minutes here or 30 seconds there. That's what they want.
And that's WWE standard. Yeah, you're right. But
exactly.
So AJ Styles went on his buddy's podcast, Talking Shop, right, with Gallows and Anderson, and he came out and he said, "Listen. Everybody wants to say, oh, WWE put him in the Hall of Fame so he couldn't go to AEW. He's like, listen, I'm retired, all right, from wrestling. In ring, that's all. This is it. Yeah, that's all it is. Yeah, I make my own choices. I make my own decision. He said he was ready. We're going to start with Stampede here. What are your thoughts on this? Do you think he is retired?
Well, Carlos can attest to this. I have never been happier for a fucking thing to come to its conclusion than this. Because I am so sick of talking about AJ Styles going here and going there.
Exactly.
I think he's done. I think he went out the way he wanted to, where he still showed, hey, I can still do this at a top level. I didn't overstay my welcome. And I didn't have people look at me as like, oh my God, look at AJ Styles. Right? Yep. Instead of, wow. Look at AJ Styles.
Exactly.
There's the difference right there. So yeah, I think he's done. He'll be a great asset to that promotion in everything that he can offer to it in the roles that he's going to now inhabit. So.
Carlos.
I say yeah. I mean, I think he was smart. I think he leveraged AEW to get one more payday from WWE. And again, maybe it's not as much as he would have got from AEW, but it's enough for him to be happy, put his kids through college, he gets to sit at home with his family, and he gets to retire. I think what he said was legitimate. I think he leveraged AEW to get one last payday again. His good brothers will be proud of him. He got that one more payday from WWE. So good job to AJ.
Mob.
AJ's authentic. Nothing in that interview. I watched it. Nothing in that interview gave me anything or any reason to believe that he was BSing or pulling any shenanigans. Times might have been moved up as far as the timeline to put him in the Hall of Fame and stuff. I don't think that had anything to do with AEW though. I think AJ was being honest the whole time that he was ending his career, and it's over. Great career. Salute to AJ.
Chris.
I think if you're going essentially to settle or to clear all the dust off the topic, you go to your best friend's podcast. And he even said openly in years past, I don't want to be a caricature of myself. Sting, Undertaker, John Cena all said the same thing. Let me go out on top instead of going in the direction of people making fun of me long term because I didn't know when to quit. So
Okay, so 2-time champion of Point Taken just sent this out to us on X, folks. I'm going to read it here, and I'm going to read it to you guys, okay? AJ is done, but remember that Saudi Arabia money. Got that wig, got the wig and the mask back on Kane, got Sean bald ass out of there one more time. He's not wrong, and this is why he's a 2-time champion.
Well, no, in front of Andrew Badala. I mean, there was things going around that I heard, again, not from Andrew, but there was rumors that they might try to get Undertaker to wrestle one more time, get Gunther. So it's like because they're freaking out about ticket sales. So it's like that's what they always do in case of emergency break glass. They want those options around just in case, like they get an injury season like they have now.
Yeah, no, I feel that. Listen, what was it? Squared Circle Expo has pulled Masha Slamovich from their expo, okay, their stuff. They said accountability isn't cancel culture, it's consequences. If you approve it, you own it, period. You don't get credit for pulling the plug after backlash. Leadership means getting it right before the spotlight hits. Do you guys think they're trying to just cover their ass because they asked her to join and then didn't look into what she was going through? We're going to start with Carlos here because, I want to hear this.
This is a hard subject for me because if it wasn't for second chances, I wouldn't be here today. It's like I was someone who struggled with addiction and things like that. But at the same time, it's like she's also been given the world and she just kind of threw it in the trash. So, I mean, it's a tough subject for me, but I stand by them. I think it's too soon. But at the same time, like, invite her down and tell her we're not going to pay you, but if you want to come down and see if you make money, let her do it. And let her be the new Virgil meme, where she has nobody at her table, But I don't trust wrestling fans to not go get her autograph because again they're perverts and they probably want to be choked out by her. So it's like it's a tough subject, but I think they made the right choice. And again, for PR purposes, I commend them.
Mob.
I mean, from a business perspective, definitely the right choice. I just wonder why they didn't do a little due diligence before things like this, because it doesn't make sense when you bring someone in and then you kick them out the next day. We went through these other situations. So I'll stand behind the company for business, but I do also agree sometimes once you let them in, I mean, it was your fault not to look into it. Probably should have just let her get her table and see how it would have went.
That's true. Chris.
So accountability has to be both ways. We've canceled male talent because they've done something wrong whether there's evidence, there isn't evidence, doesn't matter. You got to treat everybody the same. We've all treated Hulk Hogan like a pariah ever since he said what he said. So you got to treat Masha Slamovich just like you got to treat Marty Scurll.
Marty Scurll. Stampede.
So with Masha, I mean, there's obviously some mental health issues there that she needs to address. So I think if she addresses those and makes it a point to make people aware that she has addressed those, then that second chance should be there waiting for her when she does. Right? Like I was a 30-year alcoholic. You know, if I didn't get that second chance that I got, then I'm not in college right now to be an addictions counselor and community service worker.
That's dope.
So she has to show it, right? But when she does, then that second chance should be there for her.
Okay, look, we have a tie right now before I even push the button. This is just between Mob and Chris, real quick. You guys are going sudden death. It acts like round 3, real quick. You only get 1 point.
Uh-oh.
I'm not going to do any. I'm not going to give you any points. Right now, you both are tied at 50. So that means you're not the first one going, Carlos. You're in second place, though, brother. You're in second, all right? So Stampede is above you by 2 points. All right, so the question...
Blame Canada.
The question is... Blame Canada. The question is this, okay? And this is accountability for the company, okay? They didn't do their homework. They didn't do anything. Were they pressured by fans to cut her? We talked about second chances, but were they pressured by the fans to get rid of her because of what she did? And we'll start with Mob.
It's 2026. They got 50 emails from at least 50 whack jobs on Twitter that threaten people, like the ones that got Holly Cameron to deactivate her page. This is why I believe they did it. Just
Chris?
always got to please the fans.
Look at what happened with Moolah. Once all the dirty business with Moolah came out, everybody forced WWE to change the Battle Royal to the Women's WrestleMania Battle Royal.
Yeah.
So, you know, a fan outrage or fan concern still plays big in a lot of business. So
It does.
I mean, it's gonna cause the card subject to change.
All right. I'm glad I got you two. Carlos, who you think won?
Damn, like this?
Yeah. Survivor, bitch. Carlos, who you think won?
I gotta go with Mob, man. I gotta go with my OG. Sorry, Chris.
All right. Stampede?
I am invoking the fifth on this
You
one.
can't, man. This is Bedrock Universe.
Oh, come on.
Oh,
Canada's become Switzerland.
If I had to pick one to advance, I would go with Chris.
God damn it. Now
Now we put it back on you,
I
sucker.
I know. All right.
See how that works?
I am.
You keep grants.
Freestyle topic, Sped. Freestyle topic.
I do like that, because that right there does come back to Sped. Listen, I am gonna have to go with Mob on that, because you are more current. I like what you said, Chris. Don't get it twisted. What you said was 100% right, but that whole crap where we're not canceling these people because they're threatening lives right now on X and getting them pulled off, that's where it that one hit a little bit closer right now. And that's why he goes above with 1 point. But we do love having you on. And give me 1 second. I'm going to put the DVDs on. Boom. And I'm about to give you your 30 seconds. Here you go. Your 30 seconds are now.
Gentlemen, it was a pleasure to make your acquaintance on this show. Well, obviously, we've been pretty decent friends offline. I'm at FTCS Podcast across everything but the Facebook. Other than that, I'm going to not waste your time and go ahead and just watch this from the cheap seats.
Yeah, we're going to have to ask you to bounce out and then come back in. Yeah, so I can bring you back in at the end. Hey, like, what does it say? Or you could just
Don't forget about you.
Just cancel.
Yeah.
Just mute your camera. Get rid of the camera and just mute yourself.
He left. He's gonna come back.
He's gonna come back. All right. So Stampede keeps closing himself out. All right, listen. This is the buy or sell round. Look, this is the buy or sell round. All right, and I found something that you guys would like. All right, Andre the Giant holds a single world record by drinking 156 freaking beers in one sitting. Buy or sell? Stampede, do you believe this?
I do believe this. Because the size of Andre, right, who was quite larger than me, and I think my single setting in a 24-hour period was like 32, I think it was, something like
Jesus
that.
Christmas.
And throughout a week, like at the tail end, I could pop back like 110 in a week. So yeah, 156 for him, no problem.
Jesus
No problem.
Christ.
I wouldn't want him falling on me. But
Yeah, no.
yeah, he could do that.
Good God, that's like if I drank 100 beer, I'd be in the hospital. Carlos, buy or sell? You think he actually did it?
Oh, I'd buy it, and it'll never be broken. And I know because he dealt with a lot of anxiety issues, and so I think that was part of him settling down and calming down. And then again, you're working the fans, and people are buying the beers for him. You're probably like, oh yeah, let's go. It was part of his aura.
It was part of his story. I love you, dude. Mom.
Oh, before I buy or sell, I'd like to know how they got him to the car and at what car he got into. That'd be the first thing. But I'm definitely going to buy it. I got like a 135-pound uncle that could probably drink 60, 70 beers in one night. So I'm going to say for sure Andre could do this. So I'm buying.
I'm 100.
I wonder if they're just standing at the toilet the whole time, peeing out as they're drinking it.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah, like you got a water
like a fountain.
Yeah,
like a fountain.
it's just straight up filling through.
Yeah.
Good gravy.
It goes straight through me.
Look, last night was David Finley's last night at New Japan. All right, is he going to AEW? Is he going to WWE? Or does he stay with? Do you guys buy or sell that with him going to WWE first off? Or should he just go to AEW? That's what I should ask. Do you guys buy or sell? WWE is his home now, or should he go to AEW? We'll start with Carlos.
I don't want to steal Stampede's thunder because I know he's going to say this, but I'm going to just say this, like to what he said earlier. I just can't wait for him to land somewhere because we have a guy in our spaces named Dylan, and he doesn't have a profile picture right now. And I told him wherever he lands, he's going to have his picture with his David Finley shirt on from either AEW or WWE because all he asks about is David Finley. So I'm ready for this to come to an end. But like, I'll let Stampede. I know Stampede's going to say about it, so I'll give it for him.
Stampede, go ahead.
I swear to fucking God, man. If this guy shows up in NXT as Ezekiel Connors in whatever group his brother Brogan is in, I'm going to lose my mind. Like, David, if you're listening to this, and I know you are, don't do this. Don't go there, man. You will regret it. You will take 10 years of work that you did building this character and presentation and in-ring, gone, right? Do the smart thing. Go with your bald friend Gabe and the guy with the lustrous hair, Clark. Go there. There's tons of stories waiting for you, my man.
Mom, go ahead.
This is a tough one. We know the family relations, obviously, WWE. I'm going to say this. I can't buy that he's willing to do a Stampede set and throw away everything he's built to be, a glorified jobber, a kid of someone that works there in the D company for WWE. I just can't see it.
They're AAA, so they're not the D
especially
company.
when it looks like D, C, F, not one of the main two, right? I'm just gonna say that I think that the money and his actual friends lure him over to AEW. So I'm not buying he goes to WWE. I think he takes the money and goes to AEW.
Listen, I was going to invite him to the show, and Stampede said I was dumb because I didn't. I tried to get the Knockout Brothers on the show, all right? I kept yelling, come join Point Taken! We love Oscar! And then every now and again.
You, man, he grabbed that mic last night and was going to say something. He goes, "No, I got to save my voice for Point Taken."
Yeah, it's just
fucking
like,
missed
If you would have had a grill last night, if you would have bought yourself a grill and wore it, you probably would have had it on the show.
Oh, it was a great show, though. Either way. Hey, look. All right, buy or sell. Obafemi. WWE is well aware of fan interest in seeing Lesnar versus Obafemi at WrestleMania 42. Mob, start with you.
Of course they're well aware, and that's why they won't give it to us, the sons of bitches. But they're well aware. I will buy that they're well aware that everybody wants this match. Yes.
Carlos.
No spoilers, please, because I'm looking forward to watching 5 more weeks of WWE programming to see Lesnar tease me and to only find out what his opponent is going to be. This is the most fucking dumbest storyline ever. Again, what Stampede always says, they are creatively bankrupt. Like, who's the mystery guest? I mean, I'm waiting for Unsolved Mysteries WWE edition next. so many mysteries going on right there. Scooby Doo should be coming with a mystery guy anytime.
What a fucking guy.
Give us the fucking match. Be different for once. God damn it.
Stampede.
Yeah, like they normally I'd say you can't be this fucking tone deaf to not do this match, but we are talking about WWE, and that is an area that they excel in, right? Like just and instead of carting everybody around in planes and everything, get the mystery van, right? Because everything's a mystery there. Who's the mystery attacker? Mystery attacker 1, mystery attacker 2. Who's in the crate? Who's Brock's opponent? Like, just come up with something concrete for your creative and do this, right? This will be a huge rub for Oba, assuming they put him over, but who the fuck knows?
Well, and I know this is not, we're going to get to the DDDs. And I'm going to ask one more question for all you guys, because we're really close to the 100 points, and I really want to get that, okay? For once. Mob, we'll start with you on this, okay?
Yes, sir.
This is for all the marbles, by the way. This is your fourth quarter. You're dead last right now.
The Mystery Wrestling Championship. Sweet.
Okay, this is your. Listen, I heard
Let's go.
rumors. I've heard rumors of the Ayatollah of Rock and Rolla, Chris Jericho. This is not all for all you. This is not for all you. You guys are gonna get. These are different rumors. These are 5 rumors. I'm picking 3 of the wrestlers. You guys are gonna pick. You guys are gonna talk about. But for Mob, the Ayatollah of Rock and Rolla would be Brock Lesnar's opponent. Okay? How do you feel about that?
No way that happens. Not only is Jericho locked into a supposedly frozen contract by one of his probably best friends right now.
That ends in February.
Yeah, but also you got to remember these 2 men have physically fought before.
That's true.
So Jericho's going to come back to Andy throws jabs at Brock all the time. So I'm going to say absolutely no way they could get that match to happen.
All right. Carlos, let me ask you this, okay? The other rumor was, all right, that it would be a returning, it would be Gunther to retire Lesnar at WrestleMania, okay? What do you think about that? You buy or sell that?
I buy that, but so this is what I tell people, like, as far as the rumor SummerSlam, that happens next year at Saudi Mania. Again, the Saudis are going to want Lesnar there. There's no way that he's going to retire. I don't think he retires at SummerSlam. Again, they'll talk him into that big payday because they need to please the prince. I think that happens at Saudi Mania next year.
Okay, and then the last rumor was that Brock Lesnar's trolling us all, and he's going to win the Elimination Chamber. Stampede.
I heard a rumor. This will now be Dylan's favorite segment on this show, by the way.
You got a new viewer.
Oh, God.
I love Dylan. I love him.
Rumor, Steiny.
He's very inquisitive, but all his questions, I heard a rumor. It's like, no, Brock's not winning no chamber.
Thank you.
Like, it doesn't make, it would make 0 sense. Like, even for WWE, it would make 0 sense. So no, I don't see that at all.
Man. All right, so
I want to know where Sped's hearing all these rumors at.
Oh, wait, listen, I just want, okay, we're going to do this.
It may not be me.
We're going to do this. We're going to do WrestleMania. All right? My son was watching that, and I was, like, listening to it. I was listening to it in the background, and I was like, you know who's going to tear into this? My 3 guys. Those dudes will tear into this in a heartbeat. So that's why I brought it up. And I'm glad you asked, okay? But, as the DVDs are singing us their tune, round's complete, and your time didn't last, Mob. Take your FaceTime wave to the crowd, as the DDs are proud, brother.
I'm going out like Squid Games.
Squid Games!
But I just want to make sure that everybody comes back here to the Twitch channel, your Twitch channel, every Saturday and Sunday for Point Taken, 3 p.m. on Saturdays. Good morning, IWC. Good morning, IWC, every Sundays at 10. And I'm going to take the rest of the time to shout out Carlos, Chris, Stampede, and yourself. Anybody's YouTube, make sure you subscribe, follow, all that good stuff. Don't miss out on anything. And I'm going to be here. I'm going to see if Stampede can pull off another trophy.
Yeah, that
good luck,
went
fellas.
For a second. Yeah.
My Space Elite brother, my Can-Am connection
Yep.
in the finals.
It's weird. All right, so what's in the box, folks? Okay, tonight, who comes out of the box? We're going to start with Carlos.
I think we both have the same answer. But I'm gonna call it TKO Hausen, formerly known as Danhausen, will be in the box. Again, he got released yesterday he got his freedom thing. All the clues are there. Chicago's a perfect place to introduce him. He's not well known there. With Pepsi Phil, it's gonna be TKO Hausen, FKA Jones.
Stampede.
Can I pick a major fucking disappointment, or is that too vague? This is gonna. I'm 98% sure this is Danhausen, and I'm 99% sure this is not going to hit as well as they think it's going to.
Yep.
Like this, I like Danhausen, but he's essentially a comedy character, and you're debuting him in a fucking crate on a major pay-per-view. Like, get your head checked, guys. You know.
Listen, I liked your opinion, and a lot of people over in when I went to New Japan liked it too. Evil and Danhausen coming out of that crate together. You know, the evil curses. Evil punching people in the dick.
Terrace.
Terrace.
I have other plans for Evil, actually.
He said other plans for Evil. Listen, I'm giving the point to Carlos because he made a great point. I accidentally pushed the button up on you 3 times when I was trying to scroll back up. So everybody saw that, and I had to give you the point because of that.
Up by 1. There you guys saw. You guys already won.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. I had to put it. All right, look. WWE is offering the first hour of WrestleMania 42 on ESPN for free. In the United States, it would be April 18th. You get 1 hour live on ESPN. Also, it goes after that on ESPN Unlimited, internationally on Netflix. We'll start with Stampede. Is this just a reach for the crowd now to not try to, to buy ESPN 1 or in 2 to not do the watch-alongs? Yeah, the ticket sales suck. So what do you think?
Enjoy the buy one get one special free on YouTube, right, or ESPN or wherever the fuck they're doing it, right? The same fan base that'll have no problem with this, right, and think this is a great thing, right? Did nothing but give AEW shit for it. Ring of Honor is like, oh, it's on YouTube, free. Not watching that. Why they hate free, I don't know.
I don't know.
But it's just, this is their biggest show of the year and has been for decades, right? The fact that they have to do this in order to get people in to watch it is a real statement to the creative process leading up to it. Fix it.
Carlos.
Just when I thought I could be less interested in this WrestleMania, then they do this because it's gonna be overly produced. Again, they're gonna have to cut out for 1 hour, so it's gonna be a lot of segments and overly produced bullshit. But I just ask this to the fans: like, bring the when again on night 2 when they cut in between the match and when they cut to the PLE and they want you to pay $30, bring the same energy you brought for Tony Khan when he's been doing this for the tailgate shows, because I want the same energy that you brought for the FTR match. But again, they've already bought this fucking thing. Just put it on ABC and get it over with and see what you can get from this.
Exactly.
You already getting the money. Why not just put it on ABC and see if you can make something good out of this fucking shit show that you bought?
That's true, but Stampede, you kind of mimic some of Stampede stuff, and I will give Stampede the point for that one because the last one is a big one. Last night, Johnny TV.
Well, the bald guy's gonna win, duh.
Has gone bald. All right, he lost a Thriller. Oh man, I can't believe I missed this match. All right, I'm going back and watching this. But while I was over in New Japan watching, over at Trenton, New Jersey, watching New Beginnings, Johnny Morrison over here, Johnny TV, was getting his head shaved over in CMLL. Did you guys watch this match? 1, 2. I mean, have you seen the highlights at least? 2. What do you think? That pretty, beautiful hair of his officially gone. Carlos, that's bald man. Give him some advice.
Again, this is officially Bald Wrestler Appreciation Month for me. So again, what a way to end the month with Johnny going bald. What a beautiful man. His eyes sparkle more. You know, again, I love any wrestler for the love of the game doing this. Shout out to him for doing this. I love it.
It was beautiful. Stampede.
This is commitment, right? This is
Yeah.
investment in what you're doing, and this is like entertaining the fans to an extent that you're willing to lose your hair to do it, right? The love, people say the love of the game, right? Look at that picture. That's for the love of the game,
That's
right
true.
there.
Yep.
So good on him, man. Good because he had great hair, over the years. But now he's a great bald man. Right?
Well, we're
He has
gonna.
another gimmick now, Johnny Baldo. Johnny Baldo, his new gimmick. He can sell another T-shirt.
So we just the DDDs is singing the winning song right now, and we're about to find out who the eliminator is. But we're gonna go with this, okay? We have 99 people in the chat, okay? I want one more question between you two, all right? Is he gonna get the Ricochet treatment? Carlos, start off.
No, because Ricochet, Johnny's not an asshole like Ricochet on television. Johnny isn't talking mad shit. Johnny's not bringing that kind of smoke, so he will not get that. But he'll definitely get a bald champ, but not the level of Ricochet.
Stampede.
That's my bald prince. He's not getting that.
Johnny at this stage of his career falls into more of the category of Chelsea Green. Like he's harder to take seriously with a lot of the things that he does, despite of his talent in the ring, which is still pretty high level. Ricochet is just on his own level right now with the way he's operating, right? Especially with the heel character. So I don't really think there's a parallel up there that's close.
All right, look, I'm going with the demand, and Carlos wins this round. Listen, a 3-time champion now. All right, you gotta do it. All right, you gotta
just like the demand 3.
You gotta show it off, final boss. Listen, we're gonna give it to you real fast, Stampede. Give us your 30 seconds, and it was a great game.
My 30 seconds. Something that came up in a space the other day, and it has to do with this whole who's buying what, Netflix and all this shit, right? I heard people say, oh, if AEW goes away, that's it. I'm not watching anymore. I'll just watch old stuff. Like, you're forgetting this company that you love, apparently, AEW, one of the premises of it, right? Which is to show you all of these other places, CMLL and Stardom and New Japan and House of Glory and Rev Pro and Eve. Right? They want you to get invested in these other places. Go do that. Don't just give up because they may not be here in a couple of years, right? The thing that you fear the most of happening, of WWE becoming a monopoly, you will lay that in their lap if you do that.
Carlos, give us your 1 minute, brother. 3-time champion. You now.
First of all, I want to just say iron sharpens iron. Like so what Mob said, again, you have to bring it on the show because it's such a great panel. Iron should be the first 3-time champion. I just wanted to encourage people, if you're going to talk about it, be about it. So like that's something that we're doing with the Wrestle Collective. We're supposed to do our show Queens Road tomorrow. We're moving it to the 8th because the 8th is International Women's Day. And I just want to take this, really encourage everybody, if you're a content creator, if you're doing this kind of stuff, if you have a YouTube, you have a show on X or Twitch, really use the month of March to give the women some light and to highlight women's wrestling, and to just be about it, and also, like, again, support independent wrestling, support independent content creators, collaborate with people. Like, let's make this fun. Wrestling should be fun. Again, yesterday there was 3 great shows all on the same night. Like, what a great time to be a wrestling fan. Enjoy it, guys. Focus on the positives instead of the negatives, like what Stampede saying.
Well, hey, folks, that was the buzzer. Those are the 4 guys. Carlos is a 3-time champion. Stampede's actually a 2-time champion. Let's see if Michael Mob Norton over there can finally win one without an asterisk. And look, hey, thank you for tuning in, Chris. We love what you're doing. Go follow him at FTC podcast right there, FTCS. You see it on the screen right there. On my screen, folks, on Twitch. I'm sorry. You guys see it right there. Follow that. Join in tomorrow. You see it right there. IWC Sunday, 10 o'clock in the morning, Eastern Standard. You see Mob down there. Myself, we'll be going over New Japan Pro Wrestling. We'll be going over a bunch of stuff on SmackDown and news and rumors from the past week of wrestling. And also, go check out our friends over at Kicking Out at 2. They're fucking phenomenal. They're down at the suggested channels on Twitch. Check them out. They're fucking phenomenal. Love those guys. Gimmick Media Table. I keep messing this up. Is one of my favorites. We're a part of it through the Run In Wrestling podcast. Check us out there on Thursdays. And listen, always remember, if you want to join in, hit these guys up, watch the show, let us know, and then we'll have you come in. Peace.